Okay, thanks for coming out this afternoon. Serious and Organised Crime branch detectives are releasing images of vehicles that we believe are linked to the recent spate of violent incidents involving outlaw motorcycle gangs and their associates. The vehicles are linked. The first image we're releasing is of what we believe is a silver BA Ford, possibly with a dark stripe down the side. That was involved in the arson of the food truck at Mile End on the 8th of August. The second image is what we believe is a current model Ford Focus hatchback, and that was seen at the Ascot Park address where shots were fired on the 12th of August. The third image, unfortunately, it's pretty blurry, but we believe it to be a station wagon of some type, and that was seen in the vicinity of the business on Clark Tce, Seaton, which was deliberately set alight on Wednesday, the 14th of August. The fourth image, which we can link to the drive-by shooting at West Lakes on the 16th of August, is a silver Holden Captiva station wagon. The last image is a light-coloured sedan with a dark stripe running down the side, which was at the deliberately lit fire at Lockley's on Tuesday, the 20th of August. I can advise that we're continuing to actively investigate all of these offences and target outlaw motorcycle gang members and their associates. We're following strong lines of inquiry. We make no apologies for targeting these people and the people that do business with them. We've made it clear that this violence is unacceptable, and we will continue to use every lawful means possible to disrupt their activities. So far in this investigation, we have searched over 80 homes and businesses. Those searches will continue. To date, we've arrested 2 people in relation to drug trafficking and drug manufacture, and 1 for breaching a firearms prohibition order by having possession of quantity of ammunition. We've also reported 12 people for a range of drug offences, including possession of steroids, unlawful substances and equipment. We also defected 34 vehicles at a couple of businesses on Wednesday. The investigation is continuing in a positive direction. We're following a number of active leads, but I asked members of the public to have a look at the images that we're releasing today and work out if they've got information that may assist our investigations. If they do, we urge members of the public to call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000, and it's also really important to remember that members of the public can make calls to Crime Stoppers and remain anonymous. So if anyone has any information about these vehicles or any aspect of these 7 investigations, we'd be really keen to hear from them.
How close are you to finding those responsible for these incidents?
As I said, we've got a number of really positive lines of inquiry that we're following at the moment. Every time there's an incident of this type, there's a trail of evidence that's left, and we're following up all those inquiries, forensic evidence, speaking to witnesses, capturing CCTV, and speaking to a number of suspects and persons of interest. So I'm very confident that we will get some arrests out of this crime series.
Are you confident in these 5 cases that they're the perpetrators of the attack?
That's what we believe, yes.
So police have specific suspects in relation to each of the violent incidents that occurred?
I would say that we have persons of interest who we're actively investigating.
Have any of those people who you mentioned have been arrested in relation to the drug offences, the car defect, and relating to the car defects? Do you believe that there may also be linked to these cases?
We don't have direct links between those people and these the 7 offences that we're investigating, but we're still investigating, as I said.
Are these the same group of people, or are there 2 groups of people here driving these cars?
We believe these are tit-for-tat retaliatory sort of actions between 2 different groups.
How unprecedented have these raids been by police? How many resources have been thrown at this?
We have continued the investigation and the disruption activities over the past week or 10 days. As I said, we've searched over 80 houses. We've involved over 200 police across the metropolitan area. We will continue this activity for as long as is needed.
And how does that compare with police's past in dealing with bikers? Is this a major operation operation in comparison to what we've seen before?
There's no doubt this is a major operation and a major response from us, which I would expect that the community would expect no less from us. And as I said, this activity will continue. We'll continue to target outlaw motorcycle gangs who we believe are involved in this. We'll target their criminal associates and people who do business with them. We won't hesitate, and we'll keep at it until we get the outcomes that we need.
We've heard recently that this has got to do with the sort of vacuum of leadership among criminals and outlaw motorcycle gangs. Can you give us an understanding of what's going on in Adelaide at the moment in the last few weeks?
It's sometimes difficult to say precisely, but we have a range of information sources, and it appears that a group of criminals have aligned themselves with the Comanchero Motorcycle Club, and that they are having a dispute with members of another gang, the Mongols, who appear to be becoming more active over recent weeks. There are links with the Hells Angels men that were arrested in relation to the DSO shooting. As I said, it's really difficult to say sometimes, but it appears that the arrests out of Operation Alpha, the DSO shooting, have definitely changed the landscape and created leadership vacuums in the underworld, and that has no doubt triggered some of the activity that we're investigating at the moment.
And the longer that this goes on for, is there the risk that the violence escalates from shootings where no one's shot and firebombings to worse crimes?
Yeah, well, we're very concerned that that anyone could be hurt, in particular an innocent member of the public. I mean, shooting at a house in the middle of the night is a pretty cowardly act. It's a cowardly act, and it could quite likely hurt an innocent person who has nothing to do with any of this.
Is it your understanding that it's tit for tat between the Comancheros and the Mongols at the moment?
People linked with those groups. It's really hard to be definitive at the moment, and we're developing our intelligence through a number of means, but there appears to be a number of these groups and people aligned with these groups, as I said.
So the Hells Angels and the Finks still a focus of this investigation?
We're targeting anyone in the outlaw motorcycle gang community and all of their associates who may have anything to do with this. There are loose links between a lot of these gangs, so we can't rule anything in or out in terms of which gangs are involved or not, and we're still piecing that intelligence picture together.
And there have been information to suggest that this could worsen or escalate?
No, we're doing everything we can to stop it, to nip it in the bud, to take positive action, to make arrests. As I said, we've had an extensive police operation going for a number of weeks now, and that will continue.
Can I ask about the Wednesday vehicle defects? Was that a business?
Yes.
Like a second-hand vehicle business type? And
Yes.
whereabouts was that?
There was a release on Wednesday, I think. It was Mile End and Somerton Park. That was outlined in the release from our police media section on Wednesday.
If these bikies were watching TV tonight, what would you have to say to them?
Expect a knock on the door, expect to be raided, expect to be questioned, and expect the police to be in their face.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.